I don't think we've ever looked at a film from involving with actor um Michael Madsen before. I don't think we've ever looked at a film involving him. I don't think we have. And my gosh, he has a humongous film. He had such a humongous filmography, and he still has films coming out. And this time I'm looking at a film called Trouble Bound.
Talk about my mother?
Okay, in the past, I would always say there'll be always one thing that I would always be something that would be a bit of a nitpick that I would have when it comes to films when I was first doing films like this. And that was the use of lighting in films. And whether it's say, hey, this say you could barely see a thing in certain films or not. This one say yes. Certain moments of the film are get dark, but this one it feels say the darkness is say okay, it's um it seems say when it comes to the lighting for it is a bit what I'm trying to say is I feel say the sequences when they're driving for the night or on it or heck even sequences when they are in hotels and all that, some moments just feel say okay, they feel okay, maybe we don't have enough money to maybe they didn't have enough money to get a lamp, or okay, we need a maybe I could use that lamp up there or something like that.
You. Excuse me, did I say anything about getting in the car?
Listen, I really need to get to Nevada fast. I got a big job.
And yeah, that's one thing that it becomes very noticeable as a situation when it comes to the film. At the same time, one thing I will say too is that I really think that in that the when it comes to certain films, yes, this is a bit of a comedy, and a drama. At the same time, I really want to say that I feel like Patricia Arquette's character, Kit, I feel like at times she can be a bit of a mixed bag. Not the actress, the character, in that sometimes she's she's given lines that make her say okay, she's kind of unlikable. But then there are some moments of this say okay, you're kind of being insufferable. But I do think in the say at the beginning of the film where if okay, like this is, I can see the humor that they're trying to go with this. Say one begin say one of the moments in the beginning of the film is say a guy at a I believe it's at a strip club, and then the guy's just say he's just so enamored by a woman. He's even doing he doesn't have the tongue out situation, but it's just say he's just he's just so enraptured that eventually he just he just starts to just choke on his drink and pass out. So that's when we first meet the character of Kit, and well, what's her deal is that her brother are a family, they seem to be a bit like say there's issues. There's a lot of issues with them. And once we get to them, like say like basically they hold her hostage and just like say, hey, we're going to family. We're gonna go see family.
Please.
She was at a strip joint, Grandma. Yeah, Santino was there, but he didn't know anything.
And they basically take her like Sarah, but no. I'm gonna say yeah, like the moments of that is like say okay, it's kind of see in effect say okay, the brother I guess character, he's kind of just crazed, and at the same time I really thinking that like say yes, I feel like they are trying to do natural lighting. At the same time, you could have done a bit more of like you could have done a bit more lighting for it. At least I think so. So that leads us into Harry and Kit end up meeting each other, and what ends up happening is basically they end up going on the bit of the road together, and they don't really get along with each other.
Excuse me, can I help you with something here?
Cigarettes. You from around here?
Nobody's from around here.
My name is Kit. You got a light?
So you have moments like say, hey, like he's tired of her shit, and at one point, like she discovers a car and the car that he's driving around with, and basically he at one point goes like saying, "Get out of this car, get out of here," and all that, and they basically just keep trying to say, "Hey, I'm sorry," and all that.
You better learn, buddy, that a woman is something more than someone you could just bark orders at, okay?
And well, yes, they end up having like same moments like say, okay, like they're going to go to like say, okay, I'm gonna like drop you off here and all that stuff, and we're gonna make our ways to do our own things, and that ends up happening. But like she ends up again. Harry ended up going to a place with uh like a hitman, I guess, like a never bar and all that, and there's a moment where I just like say when he's just like say, hey babe, when he basically says, hey, give me a drink or whatever, and I was like, say,
What would I like? What would you like, sweetheart? I don't care. Bring me anything you want. Make it a surprise.
He's a dead man.
calm, and after which, well, there's a bit of a shootout. Well, yeah, she shoots a bunch of him, and then she shoots his finger off, I think.
I got your surprise, Johnny.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
And then basically they have to get away and all that. And then and say, hey, they have their bit of arguments as per usual. And then eventually they have like a say moment where like the yes they have moments of like say banging. But yes, I thought that at times it was kind of funny. See, okay, as we go toward the ending of the film, like say, okay, the bad guy eventually just shows up again, and like we have those bit of moments, and I'm just like saying, I'm gonna also say throughout the film, I was just so like, I did not feel engaged to these characters.
So where are we going?
Where are we gonna go? We're not going anywhere, because you're gonna keep your smart little uppity ass right here. It's just me now, me, Harry, all by myself.
These characters are all just like yeah, I get it, we're trying to be funny and all that, but at the same time, like, none of these characters made me think, say, okay, I don't like, none of these characters made me go, say, okay, like, I want to go on a bit of adventure with all of you folks. Not really. But I guess that's just how I feel about this. I'll probably just, like, say, okay, I mean, yeah, there's the moment where they're at a hotel, and they're just like watching TV, and I'm just like saying, after watching films from the Numb from Naughty, I can totally understand this. At least I think so. Been trying to, I'm trying to do better.